All right, friends, thanks for being here. Still working on this big door, and I could not believe the screws. There were so many screws, probably at least 20 screws were missed on this big door, 20 by 16. And so I had to put them in. I mean, the struts are very important on a 20 by 16 wide door. 20 wide, 16 tall, it's a big door. So this is kind of one of those reasons, too. I like to talk about going through and doing preventative maintenance. I broke the head off on that one. No biggie. Not the end of the world. Just drill another one next to it. I kind of wobble them out. But, I'm honestly thinking that we should, as technicians, start marking with a paint marker the heads of the screws so they get covered if you got technicians or employees or just for yourself. I've noticed for myself so many times that I've caught myself when I spray them down with oil, I'll find things wrong. Now this one I found instantly just going up and down in the lift that screws were missing. So I'm not quite sure who installed this. They must have been in a rush. It was real random too, hit and miss. There was no rhythm to it. Just a little bit crazy. And sometimes on these panels, I try to reserve not using the bigger screws to the very end, right? Because I always figure those bigger tap screws, the self-tapping, are like your last ditch. Like the door's pretty much gone. So I try to use the big tappers to hog out the holes, get it started just a little bit, and then I'll use a skinnier screw to get through it. It's just something I've always kind of practiced. But look at that one's kind of missing. They're missing on the top. Like, what is going on, man? I don't know if they had somebody on the ground building and then the guy that's stacking them just didn't catch it or what was going on. I like these extension bits. I get them from Menards. Most of the bits I get are from Menards. The green case and these extensions, 7/16 magnet bits. They work pretty good. You got to have a couple though because eventually they do snap on you. But they're just nice for getting in, with struts and tight spots or track. So I don't know. I just find them as my go-to thing. This big berth of a door needs all the help we can get, so every screw counts. There's none on the top. That makes it weaker. Like I said, just in a rush, I guess. I don't know what happened there. Got one in, I guess, better than none. Missing that next one. Some of you guys were mentioning, you think those are duplex, but just looking at them, they don't look like duplex to me the way they're sagging. They're not stiff enough. If I get back out there, like I said, I'll double check, but I highly doubt those are duplex springs. But one goes inside, one goes outside. I'm up in the air right here. Honestly, you can't tell, but I'm a little bit nervous. So just floating, when you're on a little bit of a slant, not much, but when you're just out in nowhere, nothing to grab, it gets a little sketchy on a scissor lift, especially when you're maxed out about 26 feet. So, yeah, a little hairy. Comment below if you're a fanatic about split collars or even solid collars. I put split collars and solid collars on everything. This is always a weak zone where that adjustable center coupler is. If you're a seasoned vet, you'll know that if they're not perfectly straight, they'll walk on you, they'll wobble over time, and it'll push those keyways out. Now, the couplers have gotten better. They got the locks, the set screws on there, that's 9/16. But I still like a little, a split collar on there just for a little reassurance, especially when you're torquing, especially a jack shaft opener. I just think they're cheap insurance, and you'll come back eventually, and maybe as a preventative maintenance, you'll see that it's hogged out, and you can replace the center coupler or decide what you want to do from that point. Broken spring, you do something different. But I like putting split collars on lots of my stuff. Just it's cheap insurance. So I made it to the job a little early, so it looks like part-time has just showed up, but I recognize something is wrong with the truck, and I must give him some grief, jokingly. So let's go check it out, because it was a Friday, now it's a Monday. So what happened? What happened?
Go outside for a minute. Now, how in the heck did you do this?
Hitting a deer.
Nighttime?
Yep, Saturday night.
Can't be driving around at nighttime. Nothing comes good at nighttime.
Not that late, it was like 9.
Dang, man. Dang, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just another reason, like I always talk about. You leave home, more travel, more damage.
Yep.
More risk, more money. Dang. Did you get the deer?
Did I get it? No, it was.
Still running?
Yeah, he hit it.
Tail.
Wrong.
Dang.
So if you guys have been following, we got that big opener working, so it's not jumping, it's working pretty good. I wanted to add this extra support though, just to keep that shaft from wobbling out at all. Just extra support, you know, it seems to be working good. Let's just add a little more support, make sure it runs super good.
This says, what does this say? It says 3/8. Drill bit size is 3/8. So, because I was always holding it, and the guy was always telling me, he's like, you don't have to hold it. He's like, that's why you're having such art. See? Isn't that weird? I never knew it did that.
Yeah, I always thought you were gonna have to pull it too.
Yeah. If I got some, normally I always carry it on my arsenal. Let's see here. Ooh, it's a brand new one. Nice. Like that. We say right about somewhere in there is where you want to stop a stop. Just tap them, man. Try not to hit the threads, you know. That looks pretty good. One more?
It's kind of a wrong angle, though.
Yeah, I think it'll be okay. Hopefully we got enough wiggle room. What's that, boss? No, I think I'm okay. I'm just enjoying the warm weather. Just something to cut this off. Thank you. I just want to make sure that wire doesn't get no ideas.
And guys, don't forget to grease. If you got greasable bearings, don't forget to grease them. I used to overlook them because I didn't have a grease gun. So if you got to get one, get a hand pump grease gun or get an automatic one. They're a lifesaver. So, but don't forget to overlook them when you're doing preventative maintenance. That's really important. And that's it for this one. Thanks for watching. We left our little notes for the next person or next installer. You never know. Have a good one, guys. Make sure you keep your fingers. Talk to you later.
Don't quit your day job. As much as a day job is just horrible, don't quit your day job. Run your business in the evening and on Saturday and grow it. Hire employees, hire a manager. Really grow it so that now it's throwing off to you 3 times. And then say, okay, I've proven this enough. When the income from your business is 3 times what you make in your job, quit your job. Why do I say that? From experience.